Welcome to Superdan, dealing in the desert.
Hello, campers. Don't adjust your screens. You know who it is, Superdan. Dealing in the desert. Absolutely. How are y'all doing on this fine July 18th, 2025? It's about 11 p.m. at night. And you have caught Superdan going deep into yet another multi-table tournament. This one is a $10, $1,000 nightly turbo tournament on WSOP.com. Here, I'll put up the stats real quick if I can. Do, 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 do. There it is. It is the. Hold on. There's a lot going on. It pays top 36 spots. If I can get that in the screen. There we go. See, pays top 36 spots. 36 pays 17.80. It's a $10, like I said, tournament, and first place is 397.97. We are 13 out of 39. The bubble break is, I think the first payout is 36th place, so we're getting close to that bubble. Getting close to that bubble. So let's go back to the action. Let's go back to the action if we can. Where is it? You know, sometimes I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I'm sorry about that, guys. You know, I'm still learning here, and I couldn't get the window up for whatever reason, so I rebooted it and it came up. So, I don't know. Obviously, I did something. I don't know what. At any rate, we have busted the bubble already in the few seconds it took me to shut it down and turn it back up. So we are down to 32 players, which means we are in 1780, soon to get that huge money jump to $17.99 from 1780.
Yeah, buddy.
Ship that extra 19 cents. Yes, I'm being facetious. Uh, it really, there's no significant jump until we get to ninth place. To be honest, it goes $17, $18, $23 for 12th through 10th, and then ninth is $31. So really, from now until getting to ninth place is really not so big of a deal. I'm just waiting for a decent hand to play here. In the meantime, people are just busting out left and right, which is typical in these tournaments, you know. So right now we're 16 of 30. So our chips, we're kind of like right in the middle in the position. Average chip stack is 34K. We're at 26K, so a little under average. But positionally, we're right in the middle. So looks like we got a. If we would have played this, we would have been open-ended on the straight draw, and we would have missed. So 7 deuce takes it down. 7 deuce, a hammer. The hammer takes it down. So I hope you're all doing well. I was actually watching the Rounders. You know, the poker movie with Matt Damon, and I haven't seen it in years. And I'm like kind of like getting to the middle of it, and I tell you, it's held up. It's still a really good movie.
Hanging around. Kid's got alligator blood. Can't get rid of him.
You know, it's held up throughout the years. They never made a sequel, They kept talking about it, but they never did it. Maybe one of these days they will. Maybe they just a script that they just don't like. But I always say that without a good villain, it'll be horrible. Teddy KGB is definitely one of the main reasons. All the memorable lines are from Teddy KGB. You notice a lot of my clips on my videos are from Teddy KGB because it's the most memorable lines. So, um, at any rate, we do have a playable hand. Finally, we got King Queen. We're gonna do a 2.5x raise on the cutoff. King Queen of Diamonds. Hopefully we flop something good because these guys have a lot of chips. I don't think they're going to be too intimidating. Alright, we missed the flop. So we have a choice. We could c-bet. We could try to bluff it. We could check it. And I think at this point, we're just going to fold it. Because, we still have 20 grand. We still have 21,000. We could do something with that. But I'm not going to keep playing with Donuts, who has at least ace high. I don't think he would make that bet if he didn't. So, in other words, I think we're beat. I just gotta wait for a better spot. Yeah, we could get runner diamonds, but what are the odds of that, right? Interesting. Hillary Bluff calls against Donuts. Who's gonna win, Bluff or Donuts? Well, I like me a good donut, so. Huh. Kind of a strange bet. Maybe Donut has nothing. Maybe I was right, he just has an ace high. That was a strange bet. Ace takes it down. I'm gonna pull it up here and see if Donuts had the ace like I thought he'd. Yep, he had ace 5. I knew it. See, Superdan can sometimes read. Sometimes his read is on, and I knew he had ace junk. The other guy had pockets, and he wasn't going anywhere. It's got way too many chips. So I think we saved ourselves some chips there by folding.
That is a nice read, Superdan.
So I've tried to play a few times. My favorite tournament now, the $3 rebuy and add-on pot limit Omaha tournament that I seem to keep going deep in, but I haven't been going in deep lately. So the law of averages. So I think I played 3 or 4 of them already, and nothing too impressive has happened. So it's expected. I think I was running really good for a little while. So. And now, not running so good. But we'll see if this tournament can turn it around. Turn it around. But we'll see. Our position is 19 of 26. When's the next money jump? Let me see. 24 is the next jump. It goes from 17.99 to 18.18. Like I said, not too impressive until you get to 9th place. Wow, look at this. 10 Jack takes it down. Wow. All right. Ace 7. Let's see what happens here. How I play this. If it's a fold to me, it's really a push situation. Yeah. You just push. Small blind versus big blind, ace high, you push. That's how you play it. Yeah. Put maximum pressure. Pressure. Maximum pressure. Okay, king, queen. All right. Getting some hands finally. Okay, king, queens. How to play this with these chip stacks. I think we're just going to raise. We're kind of committed. Yeah, I was going to say we're committed. So if So Fresh was going to push, I was going to have to call. We committed ourselves. So, you know, little by little, gaining chips, 27. We're 17 out of 24 now. Oh, got an all-in and call. King, queen versus ace-8. Wow. Whew. Man, T-Money had a lot of outs there. Wow. The dirty diaper, 3 deuce. Not gonna play it. Fooled. So, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Like I said, I'm Superdan, out here in Las Vegas playing on WSOP.com. Not a bad flop for our 3 deuce. If you like these videos, please subscribe, click the thumbs up, comment down below. Let's grow this channel. I already see there's some new people on the train, which is great. Let's just keep that plus going, the plus of people subscribing to the channel. That's what I like to see. It motivates me to keep going. And if you want to go even further, you can support the channel via PayPal. The information is in the information section of the video. It's not big enough to monetize yet, so in case any of you are wondering, well, he already, is getting something from monetization. No, there's certain thresholds you got to meet in order to do that, and Superdan is not at those thresholds. So there's some things I am and some things that I'm not on the thresholds, and I got to meet all of them. So that's not happening yet. So anyways, just to let you all know what's going on.
What's Going On is the 11th studio album by the American soul singer Marvin Gaye. It was released on May 21st, 1971. What's Going On stayed on the Billboard Top LPs for over a year and became Gaye's second #1 album on Billboard's Soul LPs chart, where it stayed for 9 weeks, and on the #2 spot for another 12 weeks, respectively.
And the small chip sacks get smaller. Somebody once said that poker is like the ultimate. Is the ultimate in capitalism. And we're gonna min raise the ace jack. I think that's the best thing to do. I don't want to just call. Hillary should play anything, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I could call, and that'll leave me with 10,000, or I could just push. Let's just call, see what happens. Decide on the flop. We miss. But, Hillary could have missed too. Maybe Hillary's bullying me. I don't know. Maybe Hillary has ace jack or ace 10. It's hard to say, but I'm just going to go all in. So, that's the way it's going to happen. Wow. Why didn't I have a diamond? All right. All right, so that's it. I do cash.
Big
I
money.
won $18.18. Woo, $8. But okay, we'll make this a nice, short, sweet video. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Superdan will see you again. Cheers.